right, so the major topics, obviously you're getting into your macros, but the big thing that I see kind of misdone frequently is people are in such a surplus in the off season that they have 20, 30, possibly 40 pounds that they have to lose to get to show ready. Diets for them are going to be extremely hard because they're basically doing the opposite of what is best for you. So they're going to start losing food right away. So typically what you would want is you would want to start upping your movement pattern. So upping your reps, upping your sets, upping your volume, upping the intensity. Those things are done before we start ever touching the food. And then you go off how the body reacts week by week, slowly decreasing the food, and keeping that intensity and up there, and then adding in obviously cardio. Cardio is another big aspect that a lot of pre-contest athletes already know about. And some people are blessed that only have to do 20, 30 minutes a day. Some people unfortunately have to do 2 sessions of an hour or more, 2 sessions, an hour and a half. So if you're up to that point in the off season that you're already doing 40 minutes daily, and you're in a surplus and extremely overweight, talking 30, 40 pounds, your pre-contest is going to be horrible. And that is one thing that you have to realize. If you're doing that amount of cardio now and you're already in that massive surplus, first thing that's going to have to happen is your caloric intake is going to have to drop by half, which is going to make you extremely tired. Your workouts are going to start suffering. And once you start upping your cardio, you're already at 40 minutes. You're going to be over an hour within a month. And then you're going to be doing 2 sessions of an hour, probably with like 8 to 9 weeks out. And then that's going to start increasing from there. You're going to be up to like 2 hours a day, twice a day, which is next to near impossible. Then trying to get a workout in, then trying to be doing your daily life, your work, your family. It's way too strenuous on the body. So that's where I would, with my clients, I kind of put an aspect is you're going to be in a surplus, but you got to be within that striking distance. So your protein, obviously, it's going to start to stay where it's at, or it's going to start to increase a little bit as you decrease the carbs. Once you get to that aspect of decreasing calories. And then if the person is sensitive to fats or not, because some people have digestive issues with fats, so you need to also decrease those. If some people are not that sensitive and are okay with digestive fats, you can increase the fats to counteract the carbohydrate decrease, which means the caloric intake essentially is not dropping down so much. You're just taking away the carbohydrates and using those healthy fats to help with digestion. So the big thing is you have to worry about where you are in the off season, how many weeks out from your show you're going to be, and how much cardio are you doing in the off season. Those are the big aspects as an athlete you kind of have to have in your mind leading up to the show, because everything is going to get increased as you get closer to that show. Cardio is going to go up, intensity of workout is going to go up, volume of the workout is going to go up, but your calories are going to come down. So if you're already, intensity is through the roof and your cardio is at 40, 50 minutes a day in the off season, your prep is going to be hell. It's going to suck. So my recommendation is to drop all that now and lower your caloric intake where you're in that striking distance. And then when it starts to increase, that prep is going to be, it's still going to suck, but it's going to be a lot easier on your body, your central nervous system. And you're not going to play that yo-yo effect of depleting your muscles, flattening out, looking like you're a bag of milk, unfortunately, and then trying to gain that muscle mass back by adding some calories in, and then having to cut them back again because you're starting to hold fatty tissue. So it's that yo-yo effect, and that's unfortunately, some people just don't look ready on stage when they get to the showtime. So think about the next time you're getting ready for a show and you're getting into that off season and you're thinking about how to prep your off season. So, because realistically, prep is a prep pre-contest, but you still got to think about how your nutrition is going to be in the off season, because that's where you're going to gain your muscle. So it's a 365 kind of lifestyle. It's not just, oh, I have 16 weeks to get ready for a show. So that is another big misconception when people think about the world of bodybuilding, is we only focus on those 16 weeks, then the rest of the year we do whatever we want. No, it's 365. So if you really want to do this as a lifestyle and potentially get to that pro status, this is something you really need to sit down and have a hard conversation with yourself about, is you need to focus every day about what you eat, how much you eat, and how close to striking distance you're going to be. Because another thing is, if you have a sponsor, they're going to want to do photo shoots, and you don't know when those photo shoots are going to happen. So they could say you got a photo shoot in a month, you're 40 pounds overweight. So you're not ready for a photo shoot, and you got to say no. So these are the things that you really you got to have a hard conversation with yourself about. And you need to be able to put yourself in that mind-numbing consistency every day, day in, day out, for that whole year, getting ready for the show, and the 16 weeks getting pre-contest. So that would be my best advice for anybody looking to go down that road of trying to get that pro status.